channel, Mustang Koi Australia. See, we're back here another week. As you can see, it's nice and sunny and it's warm. We have 33 degree today, and the water temperatures in the ponds are now stable in the 20s. The main pond has 22 degree. The Grand Pond has 23 degree. What actually surprised me that it has a higher temperature than the main pond, because of the above ground. I thought it would have always be a bit lower in the temperature, but I think because the filters, I painted it nicely black and it's all day in the sun, it warms the temperatures, the water temperature nicely up. So what are we doing today or this week? Let me turn you around. Okay, as you can see, the cover on the feeder is off. The reason being, as you can see, my little Esky cover, it's falling apart. It's just, after now 3 years in the sun, it just completely deteriorated. So I want to replace that and make something a bit more nicer, and came and had the idea I'll use this stuff here. It's an insulation and vapor barrier I used when I was recladding our home, and I put that all behind the cladding to give it a bit more extra insulation. So I have plenty of leftover, and what I want to do is, I already cut this piece in length and width, and I will glue it together, and then that will then slide nicely over this container. And the only reason why I'll do it is I don't want that the food that's in this container is getting hot by the sun, because at the moment it's in the shade, but in the morning for at least a couple hours, or 3 hours, 4 hours, the sun comes from that direction and the feeder is fully in the sun. So I want to just avoid that the food is just getting heated up because of fats in there, and I don't think that's good when they get too hot. So yeah, this is the one plan I'm doing today, and then I'm starting with replacing the top covers on the filters, the corrugated iron, take it off and put marine plywood on. So yeah, when I get to that and I'll finish this here, I'll come back to you. See you then. Good, we're back. Another glorious morning, and it will be getting very hot today. Yeah, next morning after yesterday I started, as you can see, I've done the cover for the feeder. I just have to find some reflective aluminium tape to just tape the top off here, this part where I glued it all together, just to give it a bit more protection. Yeah, but I'm very happy with the outcome. Looks like a little bit of a spacesuit, but I'm pretty sure it will do the job, and it looks better than that previous head I had on it. And then, as you can see, I start on this cover. One little gap is still, I have to cut another piece. Did one measuring wrong. Cut it 6 centimeters short. But yeah, I decided to just do 3 pieces, so I can use one entire sheet for each of these covers, so that way I don't have too much wastage. That's what I hate. You have all this wastage, you know, it costs already a lot of money, these marine plywoods, and then what do I do with, let's say, almost half a sheet sitting around doing nothing? So I yesterday decided, well, just maybe 3 pieces and then glue them all together, you know. As you can see here, I don't know if this comes across on the camera, but basically I cut this in an angle And the same here. Got this piece in an angle, so when I put it together and then I glue it, hopefully you hardly will see any gaps between it. So, but that has to wait for another hour till I can start this. While I was yesterday quick down in the paddocks, I discovered that massive big tree branch from one of the gum trees came down, and it came down in a way that it fall halfway or a third onto the neighbor's fence line. So I have to clear that this morning out before it's getting too hot, because it's forecasted that we're getting 33 degree today. So this weekend will be warm, and the Monday it's forecasted 40 degree here, and then the time of 2 days, so we'll go from 40 degree down to 21. We'll see. At least, oh well, that's when I'm at work. I'll spend Christmas at work this year. Okay, pause it here, and then I'll show you what I'm up to with in the paddock. So yeah, here you can see what came down. It's quite a bit of tree. You can see maybe from here. So you look at it, it's a really big gum tree, or eucalyptus, whatever you want to call it. We call it here in Australia gum trees. Make it name it easier. And here, this is, we can say, came all down and it crushed over to the neighbor's block, so straight on top of the fence line. I am only happy or lucky our alpacas or the neighbor's horses will not escape through this year, for the simple fact that there is all just one massive blackberry vine. That's all. Blackberries here are just a pest. They just multiply and grow all year long. There's no stopping when they grow, and it just becomes a huge mess. So they're classified as a pest here. So every landowner is actually required to keep them down or eradicate them. I got most of it on my block done. So only little parts left. Pretty hard to access those parts because of a creek. But yeah, the neighbor here, he has quite a bit on his hand to get this one day cleared, if ever. Okay, that's this part. Now I'm starting to try to clear this out to at least get the fence line back up. See you later. Good morning and welcome back. Another update of my little project on the filter chambers. As you can see, those two chambers, or the big chamber, the brush filter chamber and the moving bed, that cover is now done. Yeah, looks much better than it was before, I believe. It's maybe not a piece of art because I don't know if you can see it. I put these just little pieces in there to save a bit, of course, money and wastage. Because as I said before, I didn't want to have too many leftovers in my shed, you know. So it's maybe not the perfect aesthetic view, but when it's finished, you really have to really look hard to see these gaps. So everyone else would just see a nice uniform cover. I'm happy with it, and that's the main thing, I believe. So, and then as you see, I'll start it now with that cover that's in the pump chamber, UV chamber. Took the corrugated iron off, and I just put these a bit liner, EPDM liner, tacked it against that gap there. As I said before, I wanted to lower this part down Well, then I came to the realization why I actually had it that high. It's because of the blocks there. So the frame was resting on that block, or those blocks there, beside that cover there. So even if I would have lowered it down, it would have been, in my opinion, more work than it's probably worth, because I wanted to lower it down to close the gap here. There was always a gap where this frame is resting on that timber beam there on top of the concrete, and that when the cover is closed down or folded down, it always was shining a lot of light through, because where the sun is coming from the morning and the afternoon, it just shines straight that direction through. One of the reasons why I put these other covers on top, but main reason was keep the frogs out, and of course keep a bit more UV out as well. But now what I've done, as you see, I have plenty of leftover EPDM line, so I just cut myself a strip, put it inside. That will keep the light out. So now the next part is putting the plywoods on top, and yeah, that will be that done. Another reason, it would have been a lot of work to cut this concrete down. I put on, there's my experience, my concrete is always a bit stronger than normal, because I like to use a bit more cement in the mix. Anyway, that's all dusted, it's done. And here got another little project for the future. The pump I have here outside for the skimmer. I don't know if you remember from when I was installing that pump last year to the for the skimmer, I had a little leak in there, and it was a result of that. At some stage when I was cleaning the pump, one of the O-ring I must have pinched, and it got a little bit distorted, and it leaked a bit of water out there. I sorted it out with a bit PTF tape. Thought it was good, but it's getting more and more. So I get a quite moist area here. Not that is a big drama, and I don't really have a huge water loss. It's just annoying me. So because I want eventually this entire chamber here, I want really nicely clean, sort of more aesthetic pleasing out. So I think at the moment I'll have to, I don't know if it will work, but I would like to put that pump into the skimmer. The skimmer is huge. There's enough area in there that should be possible to put the skimmer inside and have it run it submerged. But I'll do that in the next couple, let's say in the next 4-5 weeks, when I get enough spare time. Because it still has to be, when I fit it in there, it needs to be easily removed, so it's for maintenance. So I don't want stuck it in there and then I have a massive drama taking it out for maintenance or just changing it. So that's where I have to think a bit more how I do it. Otherwise, that was this little update. Come back to you when I finished the cover on here and it's completely done. Okay, see you in a bit. We're back. It's next morning. As you can see, the cover's all done. I'm very happy with it. It's worked out perfectly for me. Yeah, looks much better than that corrugated iron. Maybe not perfect, but I think it's a good outcome, this one, and it's nicely sealed. Everything is closed up. As you can see over there, I used to have a gap where leaves and other crap could fall into the chambers. That's now closed off, so it's now nice and dark below and sealed. I'm very happy. So the fish are doing good. Yesterday we reached, I think it was over 23 degrees in the water, and currently it's 22.6. I'm not sure that it comes over 22.6, and in the ground pond they're doing good. This one had yesterday over 24 degrees and currently 23.5. So they're enjoying the warm weather now. And zoom out, as you can see, today we'll be jumping back into this pond and trying to fix that air curtain. Not sure how I'll do it, but with the water temperature and today's 40 degree temperature forecasted, it will be, I think, more pleasure going in there and have a nice cool down. Not sure if it's a pleasure for the fish, but yeah, they're doing well. Happy with the water clarity and the water quality. Okay, that's from me here. I'm not recording this when I jump into this here and trying to fix that. I think I've done that before, and many other people have done it, recorded it. So let us get it fixed. So yeah, that's from me here. All done for this week. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and you will have a great time getting into the new year. And bye for now. Enjoy your hobby and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.